Hello and welcome to today's video. Uh, this is going to be the continued part of the last stock filtering after September quarter. So we have already discussed some of the sectors. We will continue the next left out sectors today, and we'll try to find out stocks, their positions in terms of their respective industries. So without wasting time, I shall take you into my screen. But before that, I have a disclaimer that I do not have any buy, sell, hold recommendation with this particular video. If you have any interest, trading or investment interest in any of the stock, check with your registered advisor or take your own call. I am making this video just for the academic purpose only. Thank you.
Well, welcome to my screen. Uh, just continuing from the last video. Today we are starting from the end of the alphabet series. So we are starting with water segment. Uh, in the water segment, again we will do like I have done on the sorting on the basis of price to earnings. Uh, Here we can see lots of companies like 7, 8 companies are there, 8 companies are there. So the known name is Environment Infra, Ion Exchange, very old name, and Vartec Wabak. So all are between in a range of 18 to 27. Uh, Next is waste management. These days, waste management is getting popular, and in the waste management segment, lots of companies are there. Around 15 companies are there. I'm not acquainted with all the companies. Only known name is Concord Enviro and this Antony Waste Handling. These are known names. I believe that everyone who tracks market are acquainted with these names. So both of them are trading around 16 to 18, and most of the companies lie between 20, 22, 23x. So this is the scenario. Let's move into the tire industry. Here also lots of companies are there, around 20 companies are there. So pure play. So among the known name, this JK Tire is quoting at 22, 23x. Apollo Tire is quoting at 25x. And CAT is quoting at 30x. MRF, Balakrishna Industries, the export focused Balakrishna Industries is quoting at 32x. MRF is quoting at 35x. Goodyear is quoting at 49x. TVS Srichakra is quoting, it's very, very expensive. So, obviously, expensive in terms of valuation. There may be various other factors as well. So this is the scenario of the tire industry. Let's move into the telecom sector. In the telecom, again, it's very difficult to compare because these companies are not in a position to be compared. And if you even if you take EV by EBITDA, there is no point of making much comparison because Jio is not separately listed. Tatacom is a SAT player, so how comparison is possible? Vodafone versus Bharti does not make sense. So let's move into the telecom equipment segment. Here also, price to earnings can be a good multiple. Proc Celesta putting at 15x. Probably it is listed in the SME segment. I'm not very sure about it. Uh, Kaveri Defense. This is basically this company is basically क्या बोलता है RF radio frequency antenna manufacturer. So they are into defense as the product is somewhat related to the telecom equipment, telecom segment for used for the communication. That's why they have put it in the telecom equipment. But they are more not like traditional telecom equipment. It's better to look Kaveri Defense as a defense player. Anyways, so Birla Cable is putting at 88x. Optical fiber, it's making loss at the bottom line. ITI is also making loss at the bottom line. So not much known names in the pack. Acha. Next one is the shipping segment. We can quickly have a look because this is an area where lots of interest are flowing. Because there are lots of government policies, some transition is expected. So altogether, there are interest in this particular segment. So we can have a quick look. G shipping is traditionally very low multiple, low PE company. Means historically it quotes around 8, 9 multiple. ABS Marine, I'm not acquainted with this name. SR Shipping, it's a very old company. I'm not very acquainted how this company is doing these days. Shipping Corporation, you had a brilliant rally in 2024-25. So Shipping Corporation is putting at 13x and CMEC 26, 27x. And Transworld Shipping has very thin bottom line. So worth having a look into companies like GE Shipping and Shipping Corporation from this particular region. Uh, Afterwards, you have to check like what are the triggers. If actually there are other triggers, both of the companies have rallied up to a certain extent, but still in terms of valuation, they are low enough. Acha, tobacco, only known name is Godfrey Philip. It's quoting at 36x. Rest of the companies are not that known. BST Industries is at 19x. But yes, Godfrey Philip is the market leader, so we cannot consider it costlier compared to VST Industries. Now it depends on lots of policies and how the company, how the market is doing. Textile segment, uh, this textile apparel, actually, I was referring about segregating these sub-segments in terms of sub-segments. So mixing up apparel with normal textile does not make sense. So this division is somewhat helpful, but it does not cover everything. Still, we can have a quick look into the price to earnings of these companies. Uh, I can see see these companies like Rupa, Dollar, they must not be compared in this particular segment. They are Hoshieri companies. So Rupa, Dollar, and Lux. Here is Lux. So all these three companies must not be compared in this particular segment. VIP clothing also, then lovable lingerie also should be here. So these companies are Hoshieri companies and they should not be taken into account here. Page Industries also belongs to the same segment, should not be treated here. But yes, again, Page is in that way not very comparable with Rupa, Dollar, and Lux because Page belongs to the premium segment when the rest of these companies belong to the semi-premium segment. Still, like we can make a comparison, giving some premium or let's say other way around, giving some discount to Page Industries while comparing to these companies. So in that way, it can be compared. So rest, what I can see, Monte Carlo, no name, Monte Carlo, then Keval Kiran, Arvind Limited. These companies are can be considered from this segment, this vertical. Then Bella Kasak Fashion is basically a supplier to many known retail chains. So this is a different model altogether. We cannot compare Monte Carlo Arvind with Bella Kasak. Thomas Scott is also up to a certain extent of that sort. Gokuldas Export is a RNG exporter. again should not be compared with these companies who are completely domestic focused. So Gokuldas Export and Pearl Global, these two companies are absolutely RMG export companies. So these companies like Gokuldas Export is comparable with Pearl Global. Now, need to check their international operation because what I can recall, Pearl Global has exposure, well exposure in Bangladesh, and Bangladesh was not doing good for, especially for India. So, need to check from that aspect as well. Let's move into the next sector. Again, I'm not getting into textile at this point in time because again, lots of segregation is required. Otherwise, comparison would not be very meaningful. Let's have a quick look into the sugar industries. And industries, as you know, it is under radar, or let's say under lots of interest because there are news flows, there are lots of government policies. So, as already we know that quantitative restrictions on feedstocks like juice and non and molasses has been removed by the government to meet 20% blending target. This is for, I'm referring to the sugarcane year of FY26, or let's say sugar session of FY26, 25-26. So in this session, government has lifted because last year government banned by from uh, deflection of the sugar companies manufacturing ethanol from juice and molasses. So this time they have lifted, so it opens the door to again participate in the ethanol business. And ethanol is a very stable business because there is no fluctuation in demand. Demand is always at your highest level, and consistent demand comes from the OEMs only. Sorry, OMCs, oil marketing companies only. So you need not to find buyer, whatever your capacity is fully will be fully occupied, and it has a standard 12 to 14% margin, EBITDA margin for ethanol business, so it's stable. So this is one development in the sugar industry. Next, say government allows 1 million ton of sugar export in this FY26, in this sugar year. uh, Along with that, the fair and remunerative price for FY26 sugar session has is 355 rupees per quintal. So government has set it at 355, increased it. Earlier, I think it was somewhere around 330. I have to check that. I'm not very sure, but it has been raised to 355 now. And sugar, as I said, already mentioned, the sugar export ban has also been lifted for this year. And uh, minimum selling price of sugar, which is already in the market, that government is likely to increase it to 38 rupees per kg. Uh, so that that possibility is there. That is discussion already in the industry that government is likely to increase, and industry is demanding 41 rupees per kg. So altogether, there are lots of news flows, lots of developments. So worth having a look into price to earnings of the sugar companies. Uh, Sorry. So I just let me sort it. Okay. So among the known name, I can see KM Sugar is quoting at 5x, Damia Bharat is 7.3x, then Uttam Sugar, Magadh Sugar, Awadh Sugar, Shakti Sugar, Dhampur Sugar. All these are well-known names quoting between 8 to 14x. And here Dhampur quoting at 22x, Balrampur Chini, the market leader, is quoting at 22x. TCM Sriram is quoting at 24x. Banari Amman is quoting at 38x, but Banari Amman, okay, Banari Amman, yes, this is the sugar company of Banari. Yes, yes. And Ugar Sugar is quoting at 47x, looks expensive. Dwarka is also looking expensive at 51x. So Accordingly, one should uh, do the study, further study. Okay, the shipbuilding industry, which is very interesting these days, इसमें तो कुछ है नहीं बस you know this Cochin shipyard which is quoting at 58x and Mazaga Dock is quoting at 46x, बस वो दो ही दिखता है. बाकी तो ये हरियाणा शिप इसका तो बिजनेस ही नहीं. अ, हरियाणा शिप ब्रेकिंग प्रोबेबली इसका तो बिजनेस ही नहीं. स्वॉन डिफेंस इस ये लॉस मेकिंग है. तो द रेस्टोरेंट बिजनेस अब क्या है कि can be kept into data because uh, lots of companies are stepping in, lots of big houses are stepping in, MNCs are coming, Indian companies are raising fund, so there are public interest and those QSR, especially that quick service restaurant is in the radar. So worth having a look into it. So in this segment, specialty restaurant, that is the uh, famous restaurant chain. क्या नाम इसका? I cannot recall the brand. So this this specialty restaurant is quoting at 28x. Travel food, its business model is a bit different. Travel food is basically a QSR in the airports, airport segment mainly. They have a pipeline of expansion in the roadways also. But main business is airlines, means in the maintaining cafeterias and in the lounges. So this is a different business. Jubilant Food, that is a famous brand, Pizza Hut. पिज्जा हट नहीं, ये क्या है, डोमिनोज. जुबिलेंट फूड डोमिनोज है. तो इट्स लुक्स एक्सपेंसिव. सैफायर फूड्स out of the range. Uh, this is the CCD. Still could not get out of this trouble. The Valley is still making loss. Uh, so this is the structure. Now we have to check how these companies can take the advantage of the uh, expansion of the market, how they can increase their profitability. So based on that, this industry will shape up. Uh, Personal care. uh, पर्सनल केयर में भी वही है. यू नो lots of price to earnings, yes. So lots of companies are there. So, Imami, Bajaj Consumer, Imami, Colgate has also been taken here, I think at 44x. Not properly comparable with companies like Bajaj Consumer, Imami, this type of. Those are basically they have a multiple products in their product portfolio with hair oil to shampoo to everything. Bajaj Consumer is very well known for their hair oil brand. Gillette is somewhat different. PG Hygiene, Procter and Gamble, this is somewhat different. So the different product line. Dabur is somewhat different. See, Dabur is better comparable with कहाँ गया? Not here, rather with the FMCG pack. So this area is not that interesting. Paper, then no, I'm not to discuss paper. Let's have a quick look into the paint industry. बहुत हलचल है इसमें. In fact, recently Asian Paints has moved up after some time, quite some time. Lots of institutional inflow was also there in Asian Paints. So Kansai Nerolac is trading at 29x, AkzoNobel 40x, Indigo 42x, Banjar 60x, Asian Paints 68, 69x. Plywood industry, hmm, Century Ply is the market leader, quoting at 77x, 78x, and basically market leaders maximum time देखा जो जा रहा है, they are quoting at the higher multiples because industry gives them multiple. Stylum Industries, Green Ply quoting at 43x. Green Ply is quoting at 43x, and Century Ply is quoting at 78x. Sorry, product line भी देखना पड़ेगा, मतलब just comparison will not be very correct. Greenlam Industries quoting, बाप रे, it's at 199x. तो कंपैरिजन मतलब in terms of product line is important. हो सकता है कि their product line is not exactly same. So despite having part of similarity, uh, valuation can be justified at the higher multiples as well. Next is what I would like to discuss. Uh, for wait, for pharma I have discussed already. While refineries, storage. अच्छा, we can have a quick look in the microfinance segment. बहुत it was news driven last few months. There were lots of news. तो इसमें क्या देखना है? प्राइस टू बुक वैल्यू देखना है. Just a moment, let me find out. Yes, this is the price to book value, and credit access is at 3x price to book. Credit access is 3x its price to book. Then satin credit is 0.57x, and credit access का performance perform भी किया है after lots of doldrum. Price corrected and afterwards it reverted, went up further. This again for NBFC also price to book, you can have a quick look, smallest to largest. Just have a quick look into the known names. Lots of companies are there, very difficult to read out. Uh, Muthoot Capital is trading at 0.68x. Lots of company. Argo Capital is 0.83x. Crest Venture 0.86x. Lots of companies are there. I'm skipping this one. Let's move into similarly ये हो जाएगा housing finance का. So I think I have mostly covered logistics. एक बार quickly देख लेता है. This is sorry, logistics. Just try to figure out known names here. Uh, Petronet LNG has been taken here. Basically, Mahanagar gas भी यहाँ लिया हुआ है. Mahanagar gas is basically comparable with two other companies like Gujarat Gas and Indraprastha Gas. They are the CGD players. known name देखिए टाइगर लॉजिस्टिक्स 15x, VRL लॉजिस्टिक्स 20x, कंटेनर कॉर्पोरेशन 30x, TVS supply different business model, but still you can take into consideration 40x. Blue Dirt, again, it's comparable with companies like Gati. Blue Dirt, ये हो गया 51x. All Cargo Logistics 56x. Here, All Cargo Gati is at 98x. Delivery, yes, they are comparable. Delivery is yet to expand their bottom line, quoting a thin bottom line, so valuation is expensive, looks expensive. Snowman Logistics is also expensive. So these are the known names for this particular sector. And what else? IT companies, though, like can have a quick look. Ceinsys 18x, Mastech 18.6x, 19x, Mastech, Wipro 19x, TCS 23x, Sonata Software 23x, Birla Software 23x, Infosys 23x, Zenset Technology 24x, HCL Tech 26x, and Tech Mahindra 33x, LTI Mind 337x, Happiest Minds 37x, and Intellect Design 38x, and Newgen Software 38x. KPIT Technologies 43x. Tata Elxsi is automation, automobile driven automation IT. So not comparable with TCS Infosys, obviously, quoting at 48x. Latent View is 53x, Coforge is 56x, Persistent System is 61x. So this is also one point, like if you consider frontliner IT service provider, then yes, Mastech 19x, TCS 23x, so Sonata 23x, this much. Birla, Infosys, Zenset Technology is more exposed to manufacturing, 24x, HCL Technologies, and Tech Mahindra LTI 9. बस ठीक है, हैप्पीएस्ट माइंड आप ले सकते हो, इंश्योरेंस ड्रिवन एक्सपोजर ज्यादा है, सो दिस मच. ओके, तो दिस इज द हॉस्पिटैलिटी इंडस्ट्री. इसको भी एक बार क्विकली देख लेता है. लेट मी डू द फिल्टर. नेक्स्ट है होटल इंडस्ट्री में. नोन नेम में आप देखिए, सयाजी होटल पूना, कोटिंग एट 12x. ये सब छोटा छोटा है, 242 करोड़ का मार्केट कैप. गुजरात होटल को कंसीडर करने का, 100 करोड़ से भी कम मार्केट कैप है. कामत होटल, कामत होटल कोटिंग एट 19x. अदवानी होटल कोटिंग एट 20x. ताज जीवीके, ये बड़ा रेंज में हो गया. ताज जीवीके कोटिंग एट 21x. काफी बड़ा है इन लोगों के कंपैरिजन में. ईस्ट इंडिया होटल, East India State Hotel quoting at 23x. Then Royal Orchid 25x. They are comparable. Means Taj GVK, EIH, Royal Orchid. Uh, some he some he maybe there were lots of interest, institutional interest. So it's quoting at 31x. Yeah. EIH, East India Hotel जो है, it's 23,300 crore. It's the large cap one along with Indian Hotel. So it's quoting at 31x. Chalet Hotel, 20 crore ka market, 20,000 crore ka market cap, 34x. Mahindra Holidays, bit different business line. They have that card membership and all. So it's putting at 48, 49x. Viceroy Hotel putting at 50, ये छोटा है 53x, जो पहले हम बोला कि कमात होटल, सायाजी होटल, इन लोग कंपैरिजन में आ सकता है वाइसरॉय होटल्स. लेमन ट्री होटल putting at 55, 56x, having to 12,000 crore market cap. And ITC Hotel, newly demerged, 44,000 crore market cap, putting at 60x. So ठीक है. I hope that I've covered largely this particular area. There are like this particular segment is witnessing organic growth. Post-COVID, it has now started, like it took 2, 3 years to get settled, and now this sector is thriving towards good growth. Lots of business travel, leisure travel, and marriage ceremonies and disposable income. Increasing disposable income is uh, bringing interest in this particular segment. Lots of institutional interest is visible in this particular sector. So you can have a look here. So I think that is all. बहुत सारा हम अच्छा, let me have a quick look into the dairy segment. Why dairy? Because there are again some small news flow. The GST cut is the news. Basically, milk got GST cut from 12% to 5%. So many of the companies have passed on their benefits, or so what I get to know, like even up to rupees 3 per liter price cut uh, has been passed on to the consumers for certain companies. कुछ कंपनीज है जो लोग पास ऑन बिल्कुल नहीं किए. कुछ है जो हो सकता है बीच में डीलर्स के हाथों में चला गया. तो कुछ कंपनीज जैसे हेरिटेज फूड वगैरह, they have passed on up to 3 rupees per kg. तो that's why this segment is in focus. तो इसमें एक बार देखते हैं हेरिटेज फूड कोटिंग एट 26x, डोडला डेयरी कोटिंग एट 29x, हटसन एग्रो 65x. बस वही है. Uh, और ये वादीलाल इंडस्ट्रीज तो दे आर बेसिकली आइसक्रीम, ऑल्दो लाइक दिस हेरिटेज फूड हैज आल्सो आइसक्रीम. So ice cream is a part of now, a part of the milk producers, or let's say this type of companies. So Bhadilal Industries means ice cream industry has actually got some trigger. 18% GST cut होके 5% हुआ है. So that also remains in focus separately. ठीक है, दैट्स इट. आई थिंक आई हैव कवर्ड लार्जली. एक एक करके तो हम दिखा नहीं सकता है. वीडियो इज ऑल्सो गेटिंग लॉन्गर. तो इन द नेक्स्ट पार्ट व्हाट आई विल डू, आई विल शो यू this sorting based on the other parameters in terms of other ratios. uh, uh, Beyond valuation, we will move towards return ratios, debt to equity, foreign fund flow, all these steps. ठीक है. तो and also comparison in terms of you know valuation, sorry, in terms of क्या बोलता है, result, latest result, its growth rate, its margin. In that sense also, in that aspect also, we will do some work in the like we'll do some sorting in next few videos. So please stay tuned and keep on watching this series. Thank you.
If you find this video informative, then like the video and don't forget to subscribe the channel for getting more informative updates. Thank you.